Have you ever looked back at a year of your life and thought, nothing really changed? How did I end up in the exact same place? Most people think their life is destroyed by one big mistake. Cheating, quitting, a bad investment. But for most, that's not true. Lives are ruined quietly by small, invisible habits that look normal. Habits your friends also have. Habits that no one warns you about because everyone is doing them. Today, you're gonna see 5 habits that slowly make your life worse while you feel like everything is fine. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Habit 1, killing every quiet moment. On the surface, this habit looks harmless. You never allow yourself to be alone with your own thoughts. The second there's silence, you escape. Earbuds in, podcast on, scrolling, music, YouTube shorts, memes, background noise, anything. You call it staying informed. You call it learning. You call it relaxing. But here's what's really happening. You are training your brain to panic in silence. You never let your mind wander. You never let ideas connect. You never let uncomfortable truths rise up. So, you don't reflect on your choices. You don't notice you're unhappy. You don't hear the part of you that's screaming to change. Your life gets worse not because you don't know what to do, but because you've made it impossible to actually hear yourself. People who quietly transform their life all have one thing in common. They protect pockets of silence, walks without headphones, showers without music, sitting on a bench doing nothing. Silence is where your real life finally speaks. Habit 2, turning your life into content. This one looks modern and smart. You document everything, your workout, your coffee, your desk, your grind. You think if I turn my life into content, I'll grow, I'll get an audience, it's productive. But slowly, something breaks. You stop living the moment and start performing the moment. You choose hobbies that look good. Go places because they're aesthetic, not meaningful. Think in captions and angles, not in feelings and experiences. You don't ask, is this making my life better? You ask, would this get views? The habit is dangerous because it feels like ambition, but it's actually a soft form of self-abandonment. You become a manager of your image instead of the architect of your life. The people who actually build something real, they create in private more than they post in public. They have moments nobody sees. Their best memories are not recorded, they're lived. When everything becomes content, nothing feels real anymore. Habit 3, collecting ideas instead of doing anything. You're into self-improvement. You love new concepts. Stoicism, ikigai, deep work, biohacking, morning routines. Your notes app is full. Your saved posts are endless. You have screenshots, highlights, bookmarks. You feel smart. You feel ahead. You feel like you're growing, but your life is still the same. Here's why. You've replaced change with collecting. Every time you learn a new idea, your brain gets a tiny hit of satisfaction, as if you've actually changed. You haven't. Reading about waking up at 5 doesn't make you disciplined. Watching videos about confidence doesn't make you confident. Saving 50 threads about money doesn't make you wealthy. Information only becomes transformation when it's repeated in your behavior. The habit that ruins you here isn't ignorance. It's overconsumption with zero implementation. What if for the next 30 days you allowed yourself one idea ruthlessly applied every single day? Your life would change more from that than from the last 100 life-changing videos you watched and forgot. Habit 4, being strong and independent at all costs. This habit is praised everywhere. You don't ask for help. You don't show weakness. You carry everything alone. You call it strength. You call it independence. You're proud of it. But slowly, it poisons you. You burn out in silence, feel unseen and unsupported, start to believe no one is ever there for me. Not because people don't care, but because you never let them. You become the friend who is always fine, the partner who doesn't need anything, the coworker who can handle it. On the outside, you look strong. On the inside, you're exhausted and resentful. Here's the truth no one tells you. Needing people doesn't make you weak. Refusing to ever need anyone makes you unreachable. Strong people. Delegate. Ask for feedback. Say, I don't know. Can you show me? Lean on others sometimes. They understand that support is a strategy, not a weakness. The habit of carrying everything alone silently shrinks your life until it only fits what you can handle by yourself. And that is far less than what you're actually capable of. Habit 5. Tiny self-betrayals you laugh off. This one is the most dangerous because it looks funny and relatable. You promise yourself, I'll wake up early tomorrow. You don't. I'll go to the gym this week. You don't. I'll work on that project tonight. You don't. You joke about it. Ah, classic me. Same. We all do it, right? And yes, we all do it sometimes, but when it becomes a pattern, something serious breaks. Your relationship with yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and you don't, you teach your brain one thing. My own word means nothing. You might still be honest with others, but deep down, you know you can't trust you, so you don't believe your own goals. You don't believe your own plans. You dream smaller because you secretly know you won't follow through. The habit doesn't ruin your life overnight. It just slowly erases your self-respect. People with quiet, unshakable confidence aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who know, when I say I'll do something, I do it. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not instantly, but I don't abandon myself. Even keeping one tiny promise to yourself every day is more powerful than any motivational speech. The scariest habits are not the obvious ones. They're the ones that look normal, the ones everyone jokes about, the ones you can hide behind with, relax. It's not that deep, but it is that deep. Killing every quiet moment, turning your life into content, collecting ideas with zero action, being independent to the point of isolation, laughing off your own broken promises. None of them will destroy your life tomorrow. That's why they're so dangerous. They destroy you slowly, so slowly that you don't notice until you wake up one day and realize you're not who you wanted to be. You're just who your habits allowed you to become. The good news, habits are not destiny. Pick one of these today, name it, catch it in the moment, and choose differently, even once. Because the same way bad habits quietly ruin your life, good habits can quietly save it.